And it's old to rap. I sold my soul to sing, but boy,
Progressive is a bad thing.
No, Derek, this is
Being
real.
feminist.
This is real hard-hitting journalist. There's no pretentious pandering to women going on here. Now get ready for our story about Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris reams out Florida's plan to teach kids that slavery benefited black people. Right?
She said.
She
What
reams out Florida's
What
plans.
does that mean? Reams out? I don't know.
It's Florida's plans to teach kids.
Okay, but she's like against that, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just didn't. I've never reamed anything to my knowledge, so I don't know. But okay, go on.
Well, let's see what it says here. On Wednesday, a board approved a new set of curriculum that will teach middle schoolers that enslaved black people developed skills from being enslaved. Then that's in quotations. So,
only thing being a slave teaches you is how to be a slave. Like that's
yeah.
it.
Well, apparently, when you live in a subversive draconian hellscape, being a slave is considered a skill when you're trying to educate the fucking like working class of your society.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that's the saying the quiet part out loud, I guess, which I bet that part's not in the book, just the part
See,
that
we don't have to worry about
skill.
that in Texas because here we have private Christian companies that will teach that to kids.
Yeah, the way the Lord intended it.
I don't need no government teaching them that.
And it says here these skills, and again, this is in quotation marks, which in some instances could be applied for their personal benefit. Yeah, who knows? Who knows what DeSantis and friends could possibly mean by that? The new academic standards for social studies were outlined in a 216-page document. Just yesterday in the state of Florida, they decided middle school students will be taught that enslaved people benefited from slavery, Harris said. Let's see, the curriculum changes were approved due to the Stop Woke Act, or the Stop Wrongs to Our Kids and Employees Act, being passed by Florida Governor, good old friend of the show, Ron DeSantis.
It's almost like they bent over backwards to make the acronym spell out woke.
Stop wrongs to our kids and employees. So like the acronym doesn't even. It's so ham-fisted.
I think it'd be like, imagine if like Antifa rebranded themselves as like woke, but like the acronym woke, and it like you can make it say whatever you want, like kind of like Cobra. Like nobody knows what Cobra stands for.
Yeah.
Or Shield. It's just like they just wanted the acronym.
Superhero.
I don't think it's even that. I don't think Shield.
Something doo-doo. Lesbian doo-doo.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I mean, for all I know, that's what it is because I don't know what it stands for.
Superhero, M&M.
That's not how you spell Shield.
iPad.
No, you're spelling it wrong.
Lesbian doo-doo.
I before E except after C. Go back to 4th grade.
It's except after President Xi, am I right? Let's see. Get back to the story here. You're disrupting the story. For the folks in the media and teachers union who are watching, we want you to pay close attention because you've been peddling a really false narrative. Damn. I don't know who said that. I'm kind of skimming along this. Among the objectors to the new academic standards is State Senator Geraldine Thompson, a Democrat who represents Florida's 15th district. Okay. Well, I don't know. That's a long article. I'm not reading all this. So we kind of got the gist of it. Nothing's going to be done about this. Obviously, the Republicans have the super majority in Florida, and let's see this. Democrats flip the Virginia House, blocking governor's proposed abortion ban. And this happened this week, as we all know. The blue wave hit Virginia over the contentious trigger laws of abortions in the state.
Virginia and Kentucky, which I didn't even know Kentucky had a Democratic governor, let alone one that got elected for a second term.
Yeah. More like a Kentucky my vagina and then get an abortion afterwards, huh? After this week, am I right, guys? It's an embarrassing loss for Governor Glenn Youngkin, friend of the channel, who thought he could market a 15-week abortion ban as a reasonable limit. Don't we love Glenn Youngkin? Democrats in Virginia held the state Senate and flipped the House of Delegates in an election that was widely seen as a referendum on abortion rights. Governor Greg Youngkin, Republican, had planned to pursue a 15-week ban if his party took the Senate, but despite spending the last couple of months and couple of huge stacks of cash lying to voters that a 15-week ban isn't just a ban, but that path is now effectively cut off. Well, I guess in this article it says a 15-week ban isn't a ban, which it's just pedantry.
It's a ban after a certain time period.
So,
honestly, like if that were the compromise in Texas, like I wouldn't like it, but it'd be better than what we have now. Like, I mean, fucking anything would be better than what we have now.
Oh yeah, so I found this article on the Daily Mail, Derek, your favorite website.
Yeah, I love Daily Mail.
And if you'll see here, it is bombarded with hindersome ads everywhere. You can't even read.
Helpful ads that
for Temu.
Yeah. Temu help you live a better life.
Yeah, they're trying to sell me fucking like stare decals.
Yeah. Simply heat and eat. Like it's right there. It's microwave food that's actually healthy for you.
I'm gonna get a seizure from all these fucking commercials they're playing. They're flashing.
It's all the recommended daily amount of plastic that you're supposed to have in a meal.
All right, let's take a look at this. There. I picked this article specially for you guys. Princeton professor Peter Singer sparks backlash after urging followers to read and ponder thought-provoking article promoting bestiality. A Princeton professor has sparked a backlash from disgusted Twitter users after he urged his followers to read and ponder. Wait, why is it twice in here? Why is it twice? Why are they saying it twice?
Who's doing this here?
This is the Daily Mail.
No, who's telling people to go out and fuck animals?
Ivy League lecturer Dr. Peter Singer, 77, shared a report called "Zoophilia is Morally Permissible." This week, with his 124,000 followers, prompting a tidal wave of horrified replies. The piece, which was published in the Journal of Controversial Ideas in September, argues that animals can consent to sex with humans by giving indicators, and that it may not be harmful to them.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is the guy right here.
Hell yeah.
Dude, that's a fuck up. The picture makes it more fucked up. That's great. A Princeton scholar for more than 2 decades, Dr. Singer founded the journal and edits it.
So it's a whole journal just promoting bestiality in there?
Animal fucking.
Yeah.
He described the article as thought-provoking as he shared it on X, formerly known as Twitter. Singer, pictured, has sparked backlash from disgusted Twitter users. Okay, they're just kind of... And then... Bro, why? This piece challenges one of society's strongest taboos and argues for the moral permissibility of some forms of sexual contact between humans and animals. This article offers a controversial perspective that calls for a serious and open discussion on animal ethics and sex ethics. Bro, how about no? Have you ever considered no? This piece challenges one of... why is it always twice? They always fucking repeat the shit.
Yeah, that's all articles are. That's all journalism is these days, is just repeating the headline over and over. Like they know only 10% of people are going to read the entire thing. They just need to fill space
Yeah,
so they
to
can
look like a real
put in
article.
more ads.
That's probably why, actually, yeah. The professor of bioethics was quickly hit with a barrage of criticism from disgusted readers. "What's wrong with you?" several people fumed. While another condemned him for promoting the R word. Bestiality is a crime in all states apart from Hawaii,
Oh.
New Mexico, West Virginia, and Wyoming.
Oh.
Good to know. "There's nothing to ponder," one person replied to Dr. Singer. "People, almost always men, who rape and sexually molest animals should be in jail." And almost always men. What's the point of putting that?
Yeah.
So that means women do also do it too.
But not as much as men do it. Josh. God bless you.
Shut up.
Animals who rape and sexually molest animals should be in jail and on the sex offender register. Sex with someone who can't consent is rape. Next. I mean, yeah. Another person pointed out Singer's writing about ethics and veganism. "Can't eat them, can't fuck them," they wrote. Oh, dude. Others described the article as twisted, sick, and disgusting. "Fuck off, you fucking pervert psycho," one person wrote. I like how they just quote random people on Twitter. Well, that's great.
Well, at least furries figured out a way to simulate that, like in a fantasy setting, rather than it's like, oh, I'm attracted to animals. Let me like actually fuck an animal.
Yeah, dude, the Daily Mail rocks. They got great stories on here.
That bitch sucks dick, but she's acting all shy.
All right, fellas. Well, we're Bert hung up. He might call back. I don't know what this guy's deal is. But we're gonna wrap up here. We're doing the Dilbert review, everyone's favorite segment.
That's what it's all about right there.
And let's see. So this is February 7th. We're it's waiting day in New Zealand, whatever that means. And waiting or no, I'm sorry. Watangi Day.
Oh, okay.
That's more confusing. I don't know.
Well, it's they got. I don't know what
the indigenous peoples.
Yeah, I'm sure that's like a Maori thing in New Zealand.
Yeah.
So.
Well, so with all that in mind, I present to you the February 7th, 2022 Dilbert review comic.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what like culturally sensitive, nuanced take Scott Adams has on this.
Now this one is this one's a Monday, a comic, and it's Dilbert is hanging out in the office drinking a coffee, and he's talking to the new robot that works at the office now. Like a giant robot works with him now, and he says to Dilbert, he says, "I'd like you to meet my son." And then he points, and there's a human kid. He's not a robot. It looks like a human. It's a white kid, of course.
Yeah.
And he's human, but he's on one of those like hoverboard things with the two wheels that like the
Segway there.
It's these things, the things the kids like to ride.
Oh yeah,
the hover.
Yeah, I've seen those.
And then he's also got on Bluetooth headphones. And he's also looking at a smartphone.
Oh, he's plugged in right there, that guy?
Yeah, he's a singularity. And then the robot says to Dilbert, he says, "As you can see, he is half human and half machine." And then...
I see where he's going with this.
And then the kid zooms past Dilbert, and Dilbert looks at him, and he says to the robot, "Does he talk?" And the robot says, "Only when he's hungry or he can't find his charger."
That's almost as good as that like first time he did that joke. Remember, with like the millennial intern. There's like they said like, oh, he doesn't talk. He just like communicates via text message. Like,
Oh yeah, I guess
I
you
mean,
did
it's
say
still
that.
just as funny as like that other time you did it.
Yeah.
Except now, like I wasn't expecting it, so it's like even funnier.
Yeah. Geez, Scott, these robot jokes are these AI jokes and these robot jokes. They just never get old. They're always.
Well, I mean, he's ahead of his time. Nobody was talking about that last year,
Mhm.
AI, but
Yeah.
he was just there at the forefront.
Hmm.
So he.
Yeah. Scott Adams is really a trailblazer.
He could see ahead. He knew it was just on the horizon.
And I will say this unironically, I've taken a gander at some of the Dilbert comics from the 2023 calendar, and I will say that those are notably funnier. So I guess
By funnier, you mean like more? They're more racist. These new ones, right?
I would say, in a sense, yes.
Because like that was after his canceling, so like anybody that's buying Dilbert comics there.
Well, you got to think the calendars come out a year in advance.
Right. You got it.
So the 2022 comics, I think, came out in like 2021.
That's right.
The 2023 ones came out in 2022.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know exactly the origin of the comics. I would assume that they wouldn't let him put out.
So he wrote all this stuff in 2021. That's even
cooler.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But would you like to do the Dilbert classic?
Yeah. I'll do a classic reading right here.
Yeah.
From,
I mean, again, that was another perfect calendar. I'd say that's 10 Dogberts out of 10.
Yeah, I would agree too. Another perfect one.
As usual. Yeah, don't read one we already did again, Derek.
I'm looking here. I don't think. Okay, so yeah, I got one here. It's Dilbert and Dogbert are at their house, and Dogbert's saying to Dilbert, "I thought of another way to profit from the ignorance of humans." And he's holding up what looks like a piece of paper. He says, "I wrote the Dogbert formula for health. I recommend a daily dose of food, sleep, and exercise. And for only $19.95, you can buy the patented Dogbert Jog Aerobic carpet patch to help you run in place."
Is that the whole thing?
Yeah, that's the whole one. Right?
All right. Great stuff.
Yeah, God.
And boy, every time I'm having a sad day, then I'm kind of just spiraling inwards, and I'm just thinking like, is this it? Like, I gotta save up for retirement. I got about 30 years to kind of generate, hopefully, generational wealth, or else, I'll just kind of leave a life in shambles to, God forbid if I accidentally have a family or anything, I'll just kind of leave them under a mountain of medical debt and shame. And I kind of just think to myself, why don't I just fucking careen off this bridge, and hopefully if I go fast enough, the impact will cause my gas tank to just combust upon impact, and maybe I won't feel any pain for just one split second of my life. I'll get to experience a relief of pain. The feeling I've been searching for since like I've been aware of cognizance.
I feel you, man.
And then I open up my Dilbert book, and
that's all you can do sometimes.
And just makes me so takes it away. Makes me feel so happy that I read a nice funny Dilbert, made me giggle, and then I go, what was I so sad about, man?
It's the cynicism of it. It's like he knows how to relate to people that are going through like a dark time.
Boy, this Dilbert comic was so funny that I'm happy now.
I mean,
this Dilbert comic made me happy. I giggled at it.
I mean, they saved my life too. Like I'd be dead by my hand, 10 times over If it weren't for these Dilbert comics in this book right there.
Yeah. What were we? Oh yeah, so it was pretty good. I thought that one was funny.
Yeah, I do too. I liked it a lot. As usual, like Dilbert's gonna give him the business for.
Yeah, that's what I like to call.
Any of that malarkey right there.
That's what I like to call reading a Dilbert before I myself is the last laugh.
Yeah. It's like they tried to take him away from me. I still got the book. I'm still here. I'm still reading these Dilberts.
Yeah,
you can't stop me.
I got just enough time before I hit the bottom of the fucking Golden Gate River. You know,
I'm gonna die with all that knowledge in my head, and it's just gonna be mine.
I jump off this skyscraper here. I got just enough time to read this Dilbert comic.
That's what I want going on in my head, like right when I die, is just like a Dilbert comic.
Oh Lord.
That's that man again.
Sir, we just finished reading the Dilbert comics. I hope you're not gonna call in here a Dilbert, because we just read it.
Oh, you're done?
We were wrapping up. I mean, we just read the Dilbert, had a good conversation about it.
Well, I mean, it had to have been like an okay conversation. It probably wasn't a great one though.
No, it was one. It was the greatest conversation right there.
Yeah, and you'll never.
You're just not gonna know what it was about. Did you feel foolish?
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Yeah,
that's what we're going with.
Yeah.
Why don't you take a guess of what we talked about? How about that's a fun game we can play?
No, I don't think I want to do that.
Yeah, that's loser mentality. Yeah, that's why you don't win games. Well, you got any closing remarks before we wrap the show up for the day?
No, I don't think I do.
Okay. Well, thanks for calling in.
Yeah. Guys, I guess.
I mean, thanks for long time caller or long time listener. No, long time caller, first time listener. Right? That's what it is.
I think that sums up what you do here pretty well.
Me Reiki you wrong time. Me call wrong time.
Yeah, is that over?
Yeah, that's how we're gonna end it right there.
Wrong time Reiki of the show. I Reiki Dilbert. Oh, Dilbert, I Reiki him. He funny. I Reiki read that. And I jump into my suicide net. I get to read a Dilbert comic. Every day I jump into suicide net and I read a Dilbert.
Okay.
Okay, Bouse. Nice talking to you. Good talk we have.
The best.
Coming up and it's on to rap. I sold my soul to Satan, but bought it back from God with this song. Y'all haters ain't ballin'.